Time to crack open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldog Sports Page brought to you this morning by JRR and Bud Light. Sunday afternoon football. Where are you at Sunday, Taco Bob?
I'm going to be at Bloodhound Brew Pub and Eatery out near the Bulldog, actually.
Oh, that's right by my house, yeah.
Corner of Kirkman and Conroy. I'm going to be out there from 1 to 3. We have, these are called Taco Bay Sundays, by the way, Bulldog, because we give away Tampa Bay Bucks home tickets for a home game.
Oh, wow.
And we have other JRR concert tickets and giveaways like that. So come on out. 1 to 3 Sunday. We'll see you there, dog. I know you're not going to leave me hanging.
No, the dog will definitely be there. I like that place.
Bloodhound Brew Pub and Eatery.
Dog, the Magic beat the Warriors last night.
Wow.
What in the world's going on here?
Yeah. Yeah, they start their 7-game homestand by giving the home fans something to cheer about. The young nucleus, Jalen Suggs, racks up a career-high 26 points last night. Paolo Banchero, 22 points. Magic rally from 16 down to beat the defending champs 130 to 129. By the way, the Magic own the Warriors at the Amway Center. That's their 5th straight win over the Warriors at the Am.
Wow.
The Warriors aren't doing too well. They're not beating anybody these days. They're now in 12th place in the Western Conference, 3-6 overall record, 0-5 record on the road. But this was all about the Magic last night. Damn good win for them. This young team needs to learn how to win, and they won despite Steph Curry scoring 39 last night, 13 of 22 shooting, and Klay Thompson had a good game for the Warriors as well, but the Magic endured and won the game. Good for them.
I told you guys the other day, you're already writing off the season going for the lottery pick next year. I'm like, whoa, slow down, man. We got to be half full with them, even though it was, a bunch of losses. We got to win.
Lightning lose last night in a shootout to Carolina. 6th round of the shootout. They end up falling 4-3.
Yeah, that's great. Let's get to the World Series.
The dick. All right. Split results for Philly fans last night in pro sports, right?
Yeah, the Eagles win the game. Jalen Hurts throws for 243 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Eagles off to their first 8-0 start in team history. They beat the Texans last night 29-17. But in the bigger game, the cheating Astros, wow, Justin Verlander finally, after 16 years of trying, finally gets a World Series win for the Astros last night. That was his first World Series win. The Astros win 3-2. If you guys haven't seen the highlight of the 9th inning catch by Chas McCormick, man, great catch, sort of saves the day for the cheating Astros, and they now take a 3-2 lead in the World Series, heading into Game 6 back down in Houston. So,
how would you guys like it if you were born with the name Chaz or given the name Chaz? Would you like that or no?
I sort of like Chaz.
I do not like. I'm sorry, anybody listening named Chaz, no offense, but
I like Chaz.
Make it a D. Make it Chaz.
Sure, that's not his real name.
Sounds like somebody you'd meet up with at the country club on the weekend.
Yeah, the club.
Chaz. Biff and Chaz.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
NASCAR, the championship this weekend. Who we picking, guys? We have Ross Chastain, the Watermelon Man, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell in Phoenix, 312-mile race in Phoenix. I know Lynch is going to take the Watermelon Man because of the phenomenal move, but I'm taking, I'm taking Christopher Bell.
Oh, I thought you were going to go.
Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell won his way into the race, into the final race. He's actually won his way into 2 playoff stages this year. So I'm going Christopher Bell because he's performing under pressure.
Pat?
I would love to see the Watermelon Man, Ross Chastain, get the win, but I Chase Elliott.
Okay, for Pat, it's Elliott, and for me, Bulldog, you said that your driver has won his way into the playoffs. The Watermelon Man has won his way into my heart. I'm going back-to-back wins for the Watermelon Man. What's his name again?
He didn't win last year.
I don't care. But
Ross Chastain.
Ross. I'm going with Ross.
You can just call him Chaz, Ross Chaz.
Right.
Think if your name was...
See you at the club.
If your name was Chaz Chastain.
Oh,
yeah, Ross Chastain is the furthest thing from the guy at the country club, believe me.
So that's who I'm going with is Ross.
I'm rooting for Ross, but I think Christopher Bell. is going to win.
All right, I got him written down. We'll go over Monday.
Kyrie Irving, he's now been suspended. 5-game suspension, or at least 5-game suspension by the Brooklyn Nets for publicizing the anti-Semitic movie and book on his social media feed, and the Brooklyn Nets say he's now unfit to play.
So let me get this straight. After the whole $500,000 donation thing, he still then went ahead and said, "I'm not apologizing." Or
no, yeah, he was like hedging, whether he was apologizing or not. And finally, obviously NBA and the Brooklyn Nets getting a lot of pressure from the Jewish community. They said, "Hey, you need to apologize or else," and he wouldn't apologize, and then they suspended him for 5 games. Finally, late last night, he did issue an apology after the suspension came down. So yeah, he on social media, he put out an apology last night. It'll be interesting to see where this is going to progress, because Kyrie Irving obviously been nothing but trouble with the Brooklyn Nets. He sat out half of last season for the vaccine controversy. Now this, and the Brooklyn Nets are struggling. So it might be best for them if they just said, "Hey, conduct detrimental to the team," and cut him and not have to pay his contract.
Oh, that'd be great.
All right, Bulldog, we're going to go in depth with Mark Daniels, the voice of our UCF Knights, as we huddle up later on college football in the end of the show. But a couple of key games this weekend. I'm sure you have some perspective you'd like to share with us.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, Tennessee will beat Georgia, even though Tennessee is a 7.5-point underdog. That's number one.
In Athens, you're calling for that? Okay.
I'm calling it in Athens. I also think this is a big upset. I think LSU is going to beat Alabama.
I was thinking the same thing. I think that could be a prime candidate for a stunner.
Absolutely. Florida plays at Texas A&M. Nobody cares about that game anymore. UCF trap game in Memphis. Watch out for Memphis. Even though Memphis has lost 3 straight games, UCF 1-5 on the road out of state during Gus Malzahn's era. So watch out for that game. I still think UCF will win, but watch out. And then, of course, the rivalry game that doesn't have much luster anymore. I think Florida State blows out the Miami Hurricanes.
Oh, God.
In Miami, and it's on national TV, ABC game tomorrow night. Yeah,
we never even did in-state pro teams, guys. I'm looking at my list here.
We haven't got to it yet. We're going to finish up with that, right? Who you got on Sunday, Bulldog?
Well, who cares about the Jaguars and the Raiders? I think the Rams are going to beat the Bucs. I think the Bucs are going to continue to struggle this weekend. They've lost 5 of their last 6. The offense can't score. The defense has been poor. So I'm going with the Rams here, even though they're not playing that well either. And the Dolphins better beat the Bears, all right? Dolphins better beat the Bears. Tua's playing well. Tua was talking about the Super Bowl earlier this week. If you're going to talk about the Super Bowl, you better beat the Bears. So, and I think they will. I think they will.
Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, he'll be back with us Monday morning for Overreaction Football Monday. You want to talk more sports, you can always find him on FM 96.9 The Game, hosting open mic on adjacent to us weekday mornings. He's sports columnist for the Orlando Sentinel. Grown man barking, taking us out of the sports page each morning here on JRR.
Oh, oh.
Miss the Lynch and Taco Show this morning?
Check out the daily podcast anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
Download it for free at WJRR.com.